And let's see. I don't know if this helps at all. It does not. Okay. Hello, welcome in. Working on my Doctor Who scarf. There we go. Okay. So this is what it looks like so far. Just started this green row here. And I'm going to just keep going. All right. Let's see if anybody pops in. Got a lot of people on tonight, so. Woo! But anyway, what am I trying to do here? Move this. Okay. Let's see if anybody's in. We got one eyeball. Got somebody in the chat. Let's see. I can put the chat up. There we go. There's Angela Precious World. Hello. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna just knit for a couple of minutes and see how this goes. Whoops. See if I can get in there. I think that lighting looks pretty good. Have to be right here. Okay, perfect. Anyway, so how are you doing? I was going to ask you, so have you been to the yarn store lately? I think I saw that on your page. You like to go to that one place. So I was wondering if you made it over there lately. Because one of my ladies in my group wants to go. But I just, I have to sort of save up some pennies to do that. Yeah. But anyway, welcome in. Hopefully everything's going okay. Yeah. But anyway, I'm working on this green. This screen, I have to do about 10 rows of this. It's called Spruce. And that's what I'm doing. Just going to keep it rolling for a little bit. So you all rested from your surgery? Hopefully you're feeling better. I know doing all this stuff, all this medical stuff takes a lot out of you. Yeah. There we go. It's better. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to do, I'll work up to the next color change, which is probably in about 7 rows. Then after this green comes the mustard color. Goes back to that. Yep. Which is cool. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it's late. This is a late night for me. I don't know if we'll see if we get anybody, but should be fun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see how we're doing. I don't know. Did Arnie come on tonight? I don't think he did. At least not that I could see. But yeah, today I was out about in the garden, and boy, when I got back, it was so hot. I had to clean myself up, and then I was pretty much out of it for a couple of hours because it was almost in the 90s here today. So that was bad. I was lifting a lot of stuff in the garden, heavy soil bags, and that hurts. Mm-hmm. Yep. Welcome in, everybody, to the lurkers. Come and check out the channel. So I do some knitting and crocheting. I'm knitting right now. And I'm just trying to get just a few more watch hours. Yeah. And this relaxes me before I go to bed, so this is good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But this is a scarf. It's pretty big. It's going to be, it's growing. But just keep going. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Actually, I should have. Oh, you know what I better do? I got to plug in. I always forget to plug in. Shame on me. Yeah, I've been online for a little bit, so I gotta make sure I plug in. There we go. Ah, that's better. Yeah, I looked at my battery and I went, uh-oh. Almost had a situation. Almost had a situation. Wait a minute. There we go. Sorry about the shot here. Still finding my way. Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. A turn. Let me see something here. Let me pull this back up a little bit there. There we go. All right. Mm-hmm. But welcome in. Yep. Oh, there's Renee. The sun will take it out of you. Yep. Yeah, I was kind of out of it for a while. I said, oh, what was I thinking? And I had a hat on too, which is funny. Yep. But we have so much more yard work to do. And it's supposed to rain for the next few days. But hopefully it'll, it won't be too hot. But I'll have to do a little work here. Whoops. Hang on a second. Got to pull some more of this out. Pulling this out from the middle here. Mm-hmm. There we go. All right now. So do you like what the choices that we're doing for the Amigurumi, Renee? I think it'll be good. And plus, we can go through a lot more of these. Like I said, I was just hoping we pick something not hard, in the middle, and then we can power through a lot of these, which I think is fun. You know, yeah, which I think will be good. See how we're doing? Oh, there's Gulf Coast Granny. Hello, and good to see you. Oh, Jackie's on her way. I know she's probably like ready to rest up. And you're on for a long time. It's a long time. But I had to plug in too, Charlotte. I looked at my computer and I went, "Oh, I didn't even think to plug it in. I thought I had it plugged in. I did not." So I plugged in. I'm like, "Thank goodness." But thanks for popping in and giving a thumb. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably do this. I've been on only 8 minutes. Wow. I thought I was on longer. Oops. Yeah. So I'm just working this scarf here. Well, let me see something. I do not like this shot. The shot that I've chosen. Let me come in a little bit. So anyway, this is the scarf. And it's looking pretty good. This is the back side. Yeah. Let's see if I can put this in a little better. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to have my hands fall off the screen. There we go. Mm-hmm. It's better. Still going. Yeah, I can't believe that happened. It takes so long to come back after it dies. Yes. Yeah, that's why I try to keep up with it. But, sometimes you forget. And today I was outside too. And when you stream outside, oh boy, that is a battery eater. Yep. Even though I have a fairly new phone, my phone's only probably 2 months old. Yep. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, Tangled in Yarn and Net. Hello, good to see you. Hello? Yes, how are you doing today? Hopefully everything's going all right. So I'm just continuing my scarf and hopefully it'll be good. Got to remember to leave my hand right there. Yep. We're doing okay. Trying to get the best shot here. And it does help when you have another device, I'll tell you. But doing these verticals are a little tricky. I'm just pulling this out here. Pull some more yarn. Oops, there we go. Yep. Yep, I'm going through it. Righty tighty. But the garden we did today, it's going to be nice, but it's going to take a little bit for them to put it together. And they had to get approval and all this to get it done. So they're kind of like, they finally got, and then someone donated some of the materials. So that was nice. So everything they got was free. They got a bunch of weed cover and tarps. And then the mulch. I forget how they get the mulch. I think they just mulch trees as they go. So they had free mulch, which was nice. And there's Debbie. Hello. Jackie Raid. Yes, thank you. Oh, Renee said she carries the external battery when you're outside. That's a good idea. And there's God's Desire for Me. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yes. Yeah, that's nice whenever you get a chance to. And it's funny because I have that extra battery, and and guess where it is? It's in my crochet bag, where it really doesn't belong. So I'm kind of like a fool. I always forget to bring it. Yep. So, but I know StreamYard used to be for me a battery sucker. It would just, if you did anything outside, it would just totally drain your battery. So you could I would stay on maybe, like I would always limit it to an hour. And that would always keep me busy, just limit it to an hour and then you just keep moving, get off of there. But my phone is new, so it really does last a while. But I'll show you so far what it's looking like. Let's see. There it is. Yep. So it's growing and growing. And there it is. Then after this green comes this mustard again. So try that out again. Let me see here. Be able to do that, which is nice. Let me see here. Oh, there's Jackie. Hello. Let's blow up Kelly's chat. We got to blow up Jackie's chat. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, I think I'll be okay tonight. You never know, though. It's weird. That's what I always say. Hang on. I got to grab my yarn. It's tangled. Do not tangle. There we go. No tangling. There we go. All right. Yep. Every time you turn that around, that's what happens. You get a little tangle going, which is terrible. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. This is called sage. No, sorry, spruce. Oh my gosh. See, I'm lying to myself. This is spruce and this is red heart. Let me turn it around. So this is an old discontinued red heart super saver. And there it is. It's called spruce. Yeah. And it's an oldie. I don't know what year this is. I think. No, 94. This might be 1994. But it's a nice color. Like I said, I like all these. Every time I go in the thrift store, if I find one with a label, I always buy it. And especially with these, what are these called? These weird colors. You know what I mean? Because I sit there and I just sort of go, okay, let's do the colors. This will keep me in place here where my hand should be. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, we love it. I love these old colors. And the thing I love about the red heart is there are a lot of colors. And I met a lady. Well, I met a daughter of a lady who passed away, and she had a bunch of red heart in the labels. It was all discontinued colors. So I got some weird, like lime and lemon, really cool colors that I don't even think they've ever had lately. But this spruce, I had never seen this before. And I saw it in the store and I went, wow, that's a nice color. And it turned out I don't think I've ever seen this. But I just never bought a lot of yarn, really until recently, I would say, which is crazy. I know after all this time. Let's see, Donzel. Oh, you're up? Oh my gosh, it's morning in Ohio. What are you doing up, Donzel? Yes. Did you get to harvest the potatoes? Oh, okay. Oh, she's asking. Okay. Oh, you got potatoes. Wow, that's pretty good. And 4T's here. Hello. Yes. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Jackie. I know I should be telling people to do that too. Let me see. I think I missed somebody. So many colors, right? And hopefully, which one, Renee? Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can go up a little bit here. Check out this external battery. Yeah, those are good to have for sure. And Jackie saying, I love the red heart. And then, yep. Nothing like red heart super saver. That's what Granny's saying. Yep. It's the best. And oh, Donzel, I found out you're live tonight. Yeah, that's what Donzel said. Yep. Yeah, and then Jackie likes the color. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, and like I said, I am really like I'm late to the game because my family didn't really knit or crochet much, so I really was unaware of all the colors and all the stuff that you could buy. You know what I mean? So when I started actually doing this regularly, I started sort of shopping around, and then I said, "Man, look at all these gorgeous colors. I need to buy not all of them, but I want to have a few of them." You know what I mean? So when I see these in the thrift store, if they're unopened, usually I will buy them. So this when I bought this little bag here, it had two of these, and then it had one other color, but it didn't have the label on it. But I think it was more like the kind of like the Ghostbusters Slimer color. So it had that with that color, which was weird. Yeah, but I like it. Yeah, I mean it's different. You know what I mean? I'm digging all these colors. That they make. Yep. So I'm working on them slowly, but I did go through a bunch, and I've been running them through the Centro too. All the colors I can afford. Oh, hashtag Mom's here. Hello, and Shatika. Blessings and good night. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Oh, Kelly, the winner is a pig in the dress. Okay, that's cool. That was nice, actually. And what are you doing up? Hashtag Vom. You're supposed to be resting too. See, all these people are supposed to be resting. But I appreciate you coming in. Let's see. All right now. Oh, Renee's sending a message. The link is too long. Oh, nice. Okay. Yes. 4T, what time is it? That's what I want to know. I always forget to ask you. Yes. But thanks for stopping in, Shatika. Get some rest. Yes. All right. Everyone's saying hi. Yeah, Shatika's here all the time. She's awesome. Yeah. She's a good supporter of the crochet community. And if you don't know her, she'll find you. And she'll pop in and say, hey. And she always says, hey, which is awesome. Leave you a thumbs up and a happy message. So that's awesome. Cool. All right now. But anyway, so I'm going to work a few rows of this and then we'll see what happens. Let's see. I have Aisha's here. Yay, good to see you. And yeah, Gulf Coast Granny likes the pig in the dress. That was interesting. I never would have put that together. Put a pig in a dress. So we're doing some amigurumi crocheted on Jackie's channel. And we just finished the Highland cow or the Highland coo. And we're going to do the pig in the dress, which I think that was on Hobby, right? Hobby yarn site. If you guys want to see the link, you can do that. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah. It had a lot of color. I think it had a fair amount of colors. So I have to look and see what the colors are. And then I'm sure I have some of the colors, but I always like to sort of make it like the pattern for the first time. Unless, I'm really out of the colors. But we'll see. which is really nice. But anyway, so there's the backside, but there's the scarf. It's getting bigger. Yes, yes. Oh my, Simone Watchman. Hola. Hola, amigos. Oh, it's 1 p.m. Uh-oh. Now what time is it here? Is it 1 a.m.? Almost. Yeah. It's 1 a.m. So you are exactly 12 hours. I did not know that. Okay. Yes. Hope it was a good call. Hashtag VOM. That's what Granny's saying. Yes. Simone Watchman, good to see you. And hashtag VOM saying hello. Yes, had the phone call. Was okay. Oh, good. Simone Watchman, now, are you working tonight? Hopefully not. Well, no, it's not that late over there. He's in California also. So he and Renee and who else is it? I think Rita's in California. All you late night people. Even though it's not late night, it's just late night compared to the East Coast. And then 4T's in Malaysia, which is bonkers. But that's cool. Bonkers. Yep. Everyone's saying hi. And there's Renee. Oh, the Harmony Pig. Is that what it's called? Oh, okay. I thought it had a different name. Interesting. Thanks for the link. Yep. So we're trying to get that amigurumi rolling. But I'm getting better at it. You know, it's funny. I never made enough of it to be really good at it. But I think that Cal helped me definitely read the patterns and stuff. Because, you know, when you see a good pattern, yeah, it's amazing. Pulling some more of this yarn out here. Whoops. Come on. Don't fall. Okay. Yeah, I'm really going through this. This is good. All right now. All right. But I do like this color. It's awesome. Okay. That's exciting. All right. So I'll have to pull that down. Start shopping for the yarn. Not shopping, but, you know, shopping my stash for the yarn. Yes. Which is the plan. I love all those little outfits. Oh, you're new too, huh? Nice musical name. Let's see. Oh, late night Ubering, yes. And it's 12:55 or Aisha. Aisha's in New York. Okay. Okay. Granny's saying I think the pig has very little sewing. A bonus. Nice. Okay. And then Simone Watchman's heading home. Yes. Good for you. And Renee's new too. But in it to win it. Nice. Yeah. It's fun. No, it really is. It's a lot of fun. And I see why people do it. You know, because the projects are relatively um, fast, more or less. Not always, but you know, it's like almost instant gratification, which we love. Because, like I said, with knitting this is not instant gratification. It's the opposite. But you know, I'm moving pretty quickly. I think through this quick enough, and I'm just happy. I think I did most of this really in the first 3 days, and then I kind of slowed down a little bit. But yeah, and that thing, I love making amigurumi. Oh, that's cool. Nice. And then Jackie saying tangled. Glad you made it over here. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for coming. Miss Annette. All right. Yeah, we had fun. But thanks for coming over, you guys, from the Jackie raid. But I figure I'm so close to the end of the month of this monetization. This is what you almost, not that I'm trying to be desperate, but you know, when you get down to the wire, it's kind of interesting. You go, oh no. Let's see if we can, you know, get a few people to check out the channel. But thank you all for coming in. But you know, for me, monetization's been a blessing and a curse. And I've been able to stay monetized for a while. But you know, still not big enough to get the big checks, but you know, it's all cool. We enjoy it. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Let's see, hashtag VOM. I think she left an emoji. Yep, hearts. There we go. Yes. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? But a lot of people, you know, if you're really fortunate, you'll get a lot of views and stuff. And I'm on the edge, like that's what I was saying to Renee and those guys earlier. I said, I'm on the edge of everything. My whole life, I've always been on the edge, the edge of greatness, the edge of, you know, not so greatness. So I'm always on the edge. So it's kind of funny. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Like sometimes it's just better to fail than be in the middle or the high midland. That's usually, I'm always in the high midland. Yeah. High midland. You're welcome. Thanks for inviting me, even though it's late. You're funny. It is late. Yes, it is. And yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. And I appreciate the fact that you're coming over. Now, I don't know if you ever done any kind of knitting or crochet, Dunzel, or any other kind of crafts. Like I know Samoan Watchman, he's driving, but he does woodworking and stuff like that, and painting. So he's really good at stuff like that. I'm impressed. He did sneakers. I wish I had taken pictures of them. I don't know if you still have the photos on his page, but he painted sneakers for somebody. It was really cool. I thought that was amazing. It never occurred to me to ever do that. Yep. He was so good. So good, so good. Yes. Then I was like, I want painted sneakers. Yeah. It's cool. There we go. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Renee said, oh no, Denzel said, no, you just support. Now, do you have any hobbies? Yeah, that's all I was asking. Do you have any hobbies that you do? Or, what do you do for fun? That's always the question. Do you have any fun? Yeah, because you want to have fun. Let's see. I could say, yep, thank you to all those who support the channel. Yep, we appreciate you. You know, you have many choices where you can go, right? So that's always awesome. Okay. All right, let's see how we're doing here with this color. It's getting bigger. And let me just see something. Hopefully I'm not out of focus. Just hoping that it's not. That looks okay. Let me see, I'll put it this way. Yeah. I'm hoping I'm not coming out of focus, but we'll see. It's looking on my computer just a little out of focus. Sometimes these cameras, they try to find the focus. There we go. Let me make sure. Yes, yes. Okay. And let me know if you see anything crazy. All right. Keep going. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these cameras get a little wackadoo. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm going to turn this around so you can see. There we go. So we're getting there. That looks pretty good. Oh, you're waiting to see what happens at the end of the row. Yeah, I just all you do is you turn it. You turn it just like you do with crochet. Yep. Now apparently, one of the ladies in my group said that there's a way to knit without turning your row, but apparently you take all the stitches off and put it on the other one, and so that's crazy. Yes, I'm not doing that. That's way too much issue. But that's it. Yeah, all I'm doing is just turning my work. Then I'm going to go that way, to the left, to the left. Yep. Because I'm, going right to left this time. But I was purling the row back and I was going kind of to the right. But now I'm going to the left. To the left, to the left. Okay. It's good. We're looking okay. That's it. All right now. You were looking pretty good. Yep. Okay. But I think I'm gonna do like 2 more rows, and then I'm gonna go to the yellow. You're supposed to do like normally you're supposed to use a thinner yarn. When I'm doing a kind of a thicker yarn, this is a worsted weight yarn. You're supposed to use a DK, which is a little bit thinner. But I'm gonna have to do less rows just so it doesn't turn into a 9-foot scarf, which is kind of what it looks like if you do it. Let me see here. I'll show you what it looks like. Let's see. Oh, I know, right? Do you like to knit or crochet? Oh, I make it look easy. Yeah. Oh, I do. Well, like I said, it's been a long time, but you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it, Miss Jackie and Charlotte. Yeah. So this is probably 25 years of situations, as I like to say. Yep, situations of yeah. And the lady that's in my group, we both kind of knit very similar. There's a couple of different styles, and this way is I find that I don't drop stitches, even though it looks a little awkward, wrapping the yarn around all the time. But for me, it keeps me on the track, and then I can check the stitches and say, okay, I didn't drop any. Yep. But oh yeah, Granny's a crocheter, and Renee said knitting is easier on your hands. That is for sure. And I like both really. It's just that I think everybody crochets on and the reason why I've been knitting was I made one blanket and it was only worsted weight, but my hand was killing me back in like October, November, like right at the end of the year. And I picked up the knitting needles after that to sort of save my hands. And I'm very glad that I stopped because what happened was right here I was swelling and it was like it was like whoop, like a quarter inch off my hand. It was swelling. And I went, ugh, that's not good. So then I started knitting just to sort of take the edge off because I was doing when you have a repetitive stitch with crochet, and I was using this really fat yarn, and I would highly not recommend using the fat yarn because that really messed up my hands. Yeah, it did. So yeah, so that's why I started knitting again. But I started knitting when I was about 8 years old or something when I was knitting the first time. Yeah. Then you put it away for a while because then you go to college, you go to school, you don't have time to really craft that much. I did a little drawing and painting when I was in college, but not a whole lot. That's all I really had time to do. And I think I knitted. I made a little vest when I was in college, and I got on. So Renee, I had to tell you, I got into an airplane, and I did get flagged because I had knitting needles, and they were plastic. They weren't even nice ones. This woman goes, "You can't go on here with this," and I was like, humana." Yeah, that was back before 9/11 too. Yep, I got flagged, and I was just like, and other people say they don't get flagged, but I got flagged immediately. Well, I wasn't flagged in the security line, but I got flagged when I pulled them out and started working on the thing I was working. I was just making a little vest, and I finished it like I finished it really fast because, of course, at that time I was tiny. It was a small vest, no sleeves, no sleeves or anything, and I knocked that sucker out real fast. But I had to put it away. I wasn't allowed to knit on the plane. It's crazy. Yep. Yeah, try. Yeah, well, like I said, this was years ago, and I think certain people get flagged regardless. Like everybody goes, "Oh, I carried this on." I did. It's funny, And I even got flagged. I remember I got flagged for water, which I couldn't believe. I said, "Oh, I forgot I had water in my bag," and they were like, "You can't," you know how you go. They're like, water, ah." That was my fault. I forgot the water, but yeah, that was right before that guy did that funny thing in Detroit. Not funny, but odd thing in Detroit with the water bottle. Remember that? That was crazy. And that was before that happened. But yeah, they got me. They were like, no. And I went, okay. Because they used to give us water a lot of times, when you're traveling. And you forget it's in there. Yep. You've never once been told no. I know. Yeah. Yep. It's crazy. Yep. Yeah, and the flight attendant ran. She was running like top speed. Put those needles away. I was like, they're plastic. And they really weren't sharp at all. I think these are sharper than the ones that I had at the time. Yep. Sure enough. It's crazy. Let's see how many rows. Yeah, I think I may change color after this. So we'll see. Yeah, so yellow comes after this. I'm going to finish this pearl row here. And then I'm going to change. I forget how many rows. I have to go consult it's a recipe. It's really not a pattern. It's a recipe. Let me see. Consult this, but I'll show you what it looks like real quick. This is. Oh my, I still have Jackie's live stream open. Oops. I forgot to close that. I typed a few things in there though. Let's see. All right. Show you this. So this is it right here. It doesn't look like anything, but it's just telling you these are all the colors and then how many rows. So this is a memo that the BBC sent this person, and it just goes through all the colors. Yeah. So, but let me see if I can show you a picture. So this is kind of what it looks like. There. It's the picture. And you just go in order, but that's it. Yeah. So next is mustard. I'm supposed to do, let's see, 10 prawns, 20 green, 8 mustard. Probably, yeah, I'll finish this one and then I'll do the mustard. I have to do about half as many because this is going to be really long. But I enjoyed, sorry about that. Came out of the shot there. I'm supposed to do. He said 20 of this row if I was doing the thinner yarn. So I think I have about 10 here. And then I'm going to go to the yellow. There it is. Halfway through. Keep going here. Here we go. Let me see if anybody's talking. Oh, Outlaw. Hello. Good to see you. He's saying hi to everybody. Hey there. Oh, let's see. Uh-oh. I'd be like a lady who won a Marine on your flight with knitting needles. It might save your life. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not an argumentative person. I should be, but I'm not. I think in my life, I decided I want the peace. Yeah, I choose my battles. That's what it is. Yeah. But I know it would make sense, if people had a little something, something to handle things if they had to. Right? Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I don't know. That's funny. Flying is fun. You know how that is. Yep. It's always something. Always something. All right. Uh-oh. There we go. Yep, always something. And I always used to fly into Washington a lot, so I'm sure they're like on edge. On edge. Yes. So I don't know if Samoan Watchman's still listening, but We used to do some karaoke sometimes together. I have to see if he's still doing that. Bunch of old ladies with knitting needles could prevent a hijack. Well, see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you might want to have a little extra something over here, right, Jackie? I mean, Charlotte. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, because I always said, and old ladies are crotchety. Those are the ones you want protecting you. Hello, let me see that name there. It is. I cannot read that, but hello. And not only are they armed, but they don't care if they hurt you. That is correct. Yeah, I think that's amazing. That's a beautiful thing, right? Because you really could go for, yeah, that would have probably held a few things at bay, right? Yeah, I have one of my friends is pretty old, and she's got a little attitude on her, and I'm always like, "Girl," I call her "girl" in my mind. I'm like, "Girl." She's always telling people where to go and what to do, what they can do. Yeah, and I'm like, "Whoo, all right now." But I guess she's earned it because she's 94. All right, so I'm at the end of the row, so I'm just gonna just turning it around. And that's what it looks like. I'll show you. It's looking pretty good. Too bad. All right now. And this is wide as I don't know what. Oh, it's in Japanese. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah. And if you have an ink pen, it's just as dangerous. Oh boy. Renee. Mm, mm, mm. That's cool. Yeah, welcome in. Welcome in. Nice. Okay. So now I'm going to get some yeller or hello. Oh, I had to tell you, Renee, I did watch a Tyler Perry movie for you. And I thought that was so funny. But this wasn't a Medea. This was him being real serious. So I was like, what is he doing being serious? I'm not used to Tyler Perry being serious, but yeah. It was one of those relationship movies. So I was like, ooh, it's kind of brutal, you know. But yeah, he was very serious. I was like, okay, Tyler Perry. Not used to him being so serious. So I'm just like wrapping it around, using this as the wrap. Then I'm just pulling these two together real tight. And then what I'll do is I'll weave this end in later. Once I'll just trim that off. Because I think I'm not going to hit green for a while. So I just cut these off. You don't have to. You could probably carry this, but I'm not going to do that. And I don't mind sewing them in. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to do. Now, this is a little bit, I notice it's a little bit thinner, which is probably not the best, but it's a worsted weight as well. But it's just a little on the thinner side than the green. And this green, because it was made a while back. Uh-oh, I just lost my bee. It's beef, they definitely weren't skimping. Anyway, there's the yellow. Let's see. Hello. Yeah. Gulf Coast green. That's how my husband and I greet each other when he comes home. Hello. It's looking very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, it's funny. I love it. I can't believe you. That's how you greet your husband. I think that's hilarious. It's cool though. Cool, cool, cool. Let me see. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Of course, my chat just rolled a little bit. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Mm-hmm. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rawhide. Okay. Okay. Gulf Coast Granny's coming back. Looking very good. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Yeah. But I have no idea what yarn this is. No idea. Comes in a little ball. That's all I know. No label. But I do like the color. And this is all kind of, not really, not all, but sometimes I try to use scraps when I can. But I'm not as good with the scraps. A lot of people are better with the scraps. But I got lucky on this one. I think it's not even really a scrap. It's just people, I guess, when they start a project, they take the label off so then you don't know what it is, which is always a problem. But it's a nice looking color. I like the color. Hmm. Oh, yeah. And you know what's interesting? This red heart here says made in the USA, Greenville, South Carolina. Wow. Let's see. Yeah. Imported from Mexico. What? Now it says it in Spanish here. Instrucciones para el cuidado al revés de la etiqueta. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Oh, care instructions on the reverse side of label. Okay. But yeah, I wonder if they still make things in Mexico. Something with Mexico. Interesting. Yeah. It says made in the United States, but imported from Mexico. So maybe they, at that point, they were running it back and forth across the borders. That's weird. I don't know. Never could understand all this stuff. How that works? My mom always recommended a cast iron skillet. Oh yeah, those are great. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, you love Medea? Oh, you always know Medea's catchphrase. Yes. People love Medea and Donzel. It's funny. Isn't that funny? They really do. I cannot remember what movie I saw. It was one of the ones where, well, Medea, does she go to jail every time? I think she does. Some turning. She went to prison, and in that movie, he said something like, I don't like that dude or something. And I went, what? So I think he's like, I don't know if he's trying to get out of Medea. Maybe he is. I don't know. Not sure what's going on with Tyler, but he was calling her a dude. It was like he was playing one of the other characters, and he said, I don't like that dude. And he called her a dude, and I was like, what? I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, okay. I love the one where she taught the young lady how to defend herself with a from her man with hot grits. Oh, so you know what that's all about? The hot grits. The hot grits is I don't know where my scissors went to. I think my husband may have absconded with them. But anyway, yeah, the hot grits. That goes back to Al Green. I don't know if you know who Al Green is, but he had an incident with grits and a woman back in the day, and it was like the weirdest story ever. Like I remember going, "Oh my gosh, Al Green, what are you doing?" But some woman like did that to him. Yeah, with the hot grits. Let's see. Uh-oh. Was that Scott? I think that was Scott. Scott. I just lost my chat. And there's Liz. Hello. Welcome in. Oh no, that was Liz. Okay. That was Liz. No habla español. And then Renee said my mom always recommended a cast iron skillet. Yeah. Yeah, the grits. That's crazy, right? But that was Al Green. If you look it up, Google it. He had an incident with grits and a woman. Yep. Remember that movie Medea? Going to jail. You remember that one? Yeah. And he kept saying, I don't like that dude. I don't like that dude. And I was like, what the heck is going on there? Okay, my little cover just fell off. Let me do this again here. So at least it'll break up the color. Because I noticed this green on green. You can barely see it. But you saw that movie. Yeah, that movie was kind of funny. But I haven't seen all the movies. But I've seen most of the movies. A few of the movies. Because we had Netflix and hold on a second. We had Netflix and Hulu and all those streaming services for a while. And then we gave up on them. Yep. We had all the services. Disney. Yep. So we were watching all kinds of movies. Way too much TV. And that's what you have to do to. I have to get off the TV. So, but I'm glad. Now I've disconnected myself. I used to watch a lot of YouTube. I mean, I still do, but not like I've really disconnected off the channel here. Let's see. She had me at hello. Renee. That stuff is like napalm. Yes, grits. That's right. Yep. I'm like when Medea is sent to therapy. Okay, listen. She's saying hi to Dunzel. And she had me at hello. And we have AI Tones Flock. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, so we're doing a little knitting. But I finished this color. I'm going to try to do a couple more rows of the yellow. I had a color change. And this is the Doctor Who scarf. Hopefully, it won't be too long. But I think I may have overestimated the number of rows I need to do. I should have cut these back a little bit. It's going to be long. And only being 5 feet tall is kind of brutal. Yeah. Okay. Liz is saying hi. Yes. So where are you guys from? The new people? If you don't want to share, if you don't mind sharing. Most of us are from the US, all different places. But I'm on the East Coast. And I know Liz is kind of in the middle. Renee's on the west. Samoan Watchman's on the west. I think Jackie and Charlotte. Charlotte, I know, is sort of on the East Coast, too. We're all over the place. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's pretty cool. See Outlaw. I think he's in Arkansas. I think that's where he is. Pretty cool. Gulf Coast. That's right. Oh, okay. And that's in New York City. Nice. And you're in the Philippines. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah. There are a lot of people from the Philippines. I met a bunch when I first started YouTube from the Philippines. And I don't know what happened to a lot of them. It's funny. I used to see them all the time. There's this one lady I love to. She used to sing all the time. I used to love watching her sing. And she kind of stepped away for a while. And then I noticed she's not singing anymore. So I'm like, aw. But she was good. She sort of was a grow channel. But then she would sing, which was very pleasant. I would just go and listen to her sing. It's nice. But anywho, yeah. Let's see. Saying hi to everybody. I'm just moving this down a little bit to the end here. Just checking my stitches one at a time. And any of the new people, anybody do any crafting you want to share with the group? So we're mostly crocheters here, but we've got people that do other stuff too. But we're all sort of bonding on the crochet. Crochet's fun. We're trying to make some animals, amigurumis, and other stuff. And then let's see. Gulf Coast Granny and Jackie do the diamond painting. Who else? A few other people do diamond painting. There's others. I haven't done any of those yet. I keep looking at them and I go, oh boy, I don't know. Let's see. Handcrafted. Megalove shout out. Nice. Oh, Kiss My Grits. Junior. Arkansas. That's what I thought. Yeah, Mel Kiss My Grits. Arkansas. Yes, nice. Yeah, we have a place, believe it or not, by our house that's called Mel's Diner. It totally is. I have to take a picture of it because it is an old sign. Like it's an old neon sign. It just looks like it's probably 60, 70 years old. It's an old sign. And I just go, wow, Mel's Diner. And it was good. We went in there one time, my husband and I. We're not big. We don't eat out. I'm just turning the work here. We don't eat a lot. But we were just like, we got to check out this Mel's Diner from that old show. Oh, that's right. Yes, Junior does dumpster diving. And working on a C2C craft can. Okay, isn't that nice? Renee says, I have no room for any new crafting. I understand. And then, oh, okay. And then Jackie saying, what's the picture to Annette? Yep. Let's see. And then Super Mario. Nice. Okay. But you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant, right? I love that show. I mean, I thought that show was interesting because there is a diner culture. You know what I mean? That oh, sorry, fell off the screen there. There's a diner culture that, like, I know Suzanne's not here, but Suzanne is from New Jersey. And when I went to New Jersey for the first time, I swear around every corner was a diner. They had so many diners in New Jersey. I was like, what is going on with all the diners in New Jersey? They just have so many. I mean, New Jersey's a tiny little state. You can drive through it in about 2 hours. North, south, then east, west is only maybe 45 minutes wide. It's really small. And I was like, that's the most diners I've ever seen in my life in New Jersey. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. So Jackie said, Tangled in a net cool. Yep. Bet that's going to look amazing. Yeah, the Super Mario's nice. And then Annette saying, Jackie, awesome. And I was thinking of Arlo Guthrie. Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot about him too. Was that the father? Woody Guthrie. You know, he ended up in this institution. That's what it was in New Jersey. And that was my account for a while. He was in there for a long time. I don't know what was going on, but this if you ever look on YouTube, they have like haunted places. I know. Great. These hospitals are all haunted. Well, anyway, it was called Greystone, Grey Stone Hospital, and that was my account for a minute. But anyway, they shut it down a few years after I lost the territory. But anyway, I had to go in there, and they were the nicest people I ever met in there in my life. But I heard like horror stories about this place. But it was one of those fancy hospitals. I'll just say fancy for lack of a better way of putting it. But it was just creepy from the outside. It had a big Gothic stone building, and that's where the administration would work out of there. And I said, I bet you there's ghosts there at night. But anyway, not to scare anybody. Let's see. Woody Guthrie was crazy. Oh, he was. Okay, see, I didn't want to say that. All right. I did not know that. See, I didn't know much about Woody Guthrie at all. And so that was interesting, you know? Okay. But anyway, he was in that hospital for a while. That's what I hear. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Well, that explains it. Yeah, I had no idea. See, I knew of him, but I didn't know about him. You know what I mean? Ah. Let's see. Annette saying, oh, her own design? Really? Yeah, I was thinking Arlo. Yeah, that's right. You said Arlo, but then I thought about Woody. Yeah. His father, right? Hmm. Oh, so he was. Okay. Well, he was in the right place. But it was a beautiful grounds, the hospital. I would walk sometimes just to get some air. It's pretty. But then they closed it because I guess there was a lot going on in there that probably shouldn't have been. And but anyway, there's a good documentary on YouTube about it. And then now they have like $1 million homes on the property, which I think is weird. 'Cause I would be so afraid of ghosts, not ghosts, but like just weird. I don't know. It's just weird stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah. So, all right. So I'm going to turn. All right. Let's do a couple more rows. So I've been here an hour. Oh my gosh, I made it. I didn't think I'd make it. I'm still awake. Yep. All right. So I'll finish one more row. Oh, he was a communist. Wow. Okay. And AI Tones is saying hello. You're full of random information. Yes, you are. I didn't know that. Ah. Okay. See, you learned so many things. Yeah, I just remember kind of. I just found out he was in there, like just because I watch these random documentaries on YouTube, and it's always really interesting. When you hear about these places that people, when you cross sort of paths with people, even though you don't know them. I mean, I didn't cross paths with him, but it's so random that he was in that hospital. I was like, what? Because New Jersey had like a lot of those institutions, tons of them. And to be such a small state, they had a lot of, like I said, diners and then these hospitals. They had tons of hospitals. And I was just fascinated that they had so many. Because being from Pennsylvania, we're right next door, but I'll tell you, it's like night and day, what's going on over there. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. All right. So I think what we'll do, we'll finish this row. Thank you all so much for coming. I always like to say that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Come back and see what we're doing next time. And if you guys, want to link up with some people in the chat, all you have to do is type Kelly in the chat, Kelli, if you want to make friends. And I see I'm having a situation here. Yeah, this yarn got real thin, so I'm hoping that doesn't tear. But if not, I'll have to do some situations there. And that happens sometimes with the yarn. It comes out of the ball weird. It gets eaten by the machine. So I may have to do some fancy little sewing. Mm-hmm. We'll do it. Yep, got really thin. We'll keep going. Let's see. Full of random information. That is, so am I too. Not as much as Renee, but definitely I have some random stuff in my brain. And I'm always watching YouTube just for funsies, just to see what they're up to. See what people are up to. Because documentaries are, I think they're pretty cool. If you're up for them. Yep. Oh, there's Michelle. Hello. She's saying hi. Good to see you, Michelle. Yeah, I'm going to finish this row and I'm going to dip after that. But I appreciate everyone coming in. Yes. Let's see. Oh, man. Now we got some people coming in. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for coming. As soon as I look away, I was like, oh, I guess I'm down to the end here. Let's see how we go here. Mm-hmm. Let's see. You love documentary? Yeah, they're cool. Docus. Yeah, they're fun. I like the music ones because those are always like scandal. They're all scandal, but like the music ones are kind of interesting. There's always some crazy story in the music ones. They're like, or the movie star ones. I fell in love with my co-star. We're getting a divorce. Like what? Yeah, it happens. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else. Yep, that happens to a lot of people. It's just like surprise, but they're pretty informative. And I always like to see what people say about the music, like how I wrote it. You know, what made me write that. Girlfriend broke up with me. I wrote the sad song. I love it. It's always good. There's a good one. I don't know if if you guys like Michael Jackson. This one is really documentary style, and this guy took interviews. He did like um, he did clips of interviews that people gave. I'm going to turn this, and I'll show you what it looks like. But anyway, yeah, he said something like I forget what like he would take audio clips and then put pictures and kind of show what people were talking about. But anyway, there's that. And that was pretty good. All right. Well, good night, Junior, Outlaw Creative. Good to see you. And everyone's saying good night. But anyway, there's that. So I finished that row. And then we'll just keep going. But anyway, there it is. So this is it. So we're growing the Doctor Who scarf. And that's it. And then there's a little purple at the end. See if I can get that there. The shot. A little purple at the end. Yep. And I'll just go down. But there we go. But this is all the colors. Yep. And boom. So there it is. So yeah, knitting is fun. Always, we always enjoy. Like I said, it saves my hands, from all the pain and agony. So I just put these on the ends here, so I don't drop the stitches. Anyway, that's that. Put those on there. And that's how. So if you ever travel, you can put this in your bag, and you won't lose the stitches. Because dropping stitches in knitting is a pain in the tushy to fix it. But it's okay. That's what we do. It's awesome. All right. So good night, Donzel. I see you leaving us. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in. And we have 20 people. What the heck? Oh my. Gee. I was gonna like shut down. But maybe I'll do one more row. All right. Oh boy. I guess that's a sign, huh? Yeah, we'll do one more row. So sorry about that. Let me see. Oops, gotta take this off again. All right, let's do it again. Do it again, do it again. Just keep going. But yeah, this is crazy. Keep going, keep going. And thanks for coming in. And please hit a thumbs up. And let's see. Donzel's going to bed. I don't blame him. But thanks for coming in. Yeah. Let's see. I forget what's after yellow. I have to look. Gotta look, gotta look, gotta look. Keep going a little bit more. Yeah. All right. Let's see. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. Yes, yes. But we're going. Keep it going, keep going. Let's see, what time is it in California? Ooh, must be. Let me see. Oh, it's 1:45. So it's getting, yeah, it's even getting late in LA. The West Coast. It's amazing. All right. But Kenneth Wilkinson was the one that told me to make this scarf. So I said, I got to shout out Kenneth Wilkinson. And he's a supporter in the gardening community and some of the more religious channels. He goes around there. I haven't seen him in a while. So I have to show him how far I got. He's going to be, hopefully, he'll be impressed. Yep. So we'll see. This was his idea. So I said, I'll give it a try. And there's a lady in my knitting group that made this a couple years ago. And she got all her colors from Michael's, of all things, and it was impeccable. So any of the yarn people here, if you want to make this, Impeccable has pretty good colors. Now, the Impeccable yarn is really thick, so you're going to have to make way less rows. But it's, the colors are really pretty. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's see. We're going. Let's see, anybody else? People aren't talking. It's very quiet. Have to learn how to put the music on like Jackie does. Let's see. Let's see here. Mustard. So Annette, what are you still doing up? This is East Coast time. I just thought about it. Yeah, I said, I know I've been really wound up the last couple of days. And I haven't had coffee. So I'm turning the work again here. Turning it the other way. Then I'm just going to go down this way. That way. But one of these days, I need to get a slightly bigger table. That's what I'm needing. So that's on the agenda. And my husband, he's been like hesitating. See, we don't have a coffee table anymore. I used to have one, but the coffee table's a little bit low. Yeah. I'm just trying to, get the camera in the angle here. But this table's a little too high. So I don't know. Got to keep trying. Find your way. Let's see. Oh, you're crocheting. Yep. Oh, that's cool. That's your other one you do. Okay, Annette. Yeah, I started crocheting only about 10 years ago. And it was fun. And I was sort of running around with a lot of the crochet people, going to different channels and just watching people do stuff. It was cool. But then I just realized today that most of those people that I used to run the streets with are gone. They all kind of step away from YouTube, which is really sad. Like, I was thinking about some of those people. I kind of miss them. We used to have a blast just running from channel to channel. But we'll have to do that, Jackie and Charlotte, or anybody else, really, if you want to do that, Renee. Sort of channel jump. That's a good way to build some rapport and stuff. Do a couple of hours on your channel, then you go to somebody else's. Then hopefully you build some people. Yep. But we used to do that all the time. Let's see. Oh, you and me both, Jackie saying. I've had coffee, but it's been decaf? Wow. See, I swear I still get a little buzz off of decaf. Yeah. It's supposed to be better. I don't know. I still feel it though. But I didn't have as much. Like I said, I'm trying to cut my coffee consumption down a little bit. So I've been overdoing it. Even though I do two small little, like a teacup, small little teacup full of coffee. But my husband will do mugs, and they're usually pretty big mugs. Let's see, Renee said, I think I learned in the mid 1970s. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so crocheting, like I never learned, at the height of its stuff. Like a lot of the people were making hats and everything back in those days, and pants. No, not pants. It's more like hats. Yeah, it was mostly hats. And then you might see a shirt with a little bit of crochet on there. But my mom was not really into it. She was oops, I just knocked the camera. She is a uh-oh. She would just make chains. That was her thing. So she would do chains. And then that kind of, I think for her that was like a meditative thing, just being repetitive with the chains, which I thought was interesting. But then I don't know what you do with those big long chains after you make them. But yeah, she did that. Oh, late 60s. Oh, Michelle's saying, and and that's working on a graph. Wow. Yeah, those are interesting. They're cool when they come out, though. You just have to be careful with the colors. Yeah, count those stitches. Yeah, the graphs are great. I've been sort of watching people. There's a graph lady I used to follow, and then Renee said, "I don't feel that old." Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Hmm. Yeah, every day, like I say, you know. Well, that the lady that I know that's 94, like she has outlived everybody in her family, just about, which is weird, and that makes her. I can tell she's a little melancholy about that, and I feel bad for her on that regard. But I think she's getting tired. She's not as perky as she used to be. She's getting less perky every time I see her. That's what I'm saying. Even though she's a little bit of a pistol, gotta wash her mouth out with soap half the time. But anyway, she's cool. Yep, so many years of experience. And then Michelle said, my mom could knit but was too busy to do any projects. Yeah, and I understand it. When you have a job, it's like, you know. And then, Annette's been crocheting for 50 plus years and knitting for 45 plus. Wow. That means you're good too. You're probably pretty good. Yeah. Wow. That's a long time. Yeah. The one lady in my group, I think, is 60. She's 60 years now. And she's always making stuff. She gets patterns all the time. And she just finished those emotional support chickens. And it was gorgeous. So if you ever make one of those, do it with the homespun. It came out really nice with the homespun, which a lot of people hate that stuff, but I think it was gorgeous. Let's turn this around. See how many rows we got here. 6. We'll do one more. We'll do 2 more to finish it off. I will do the 8. Yeah, I think the yellow's looking good, so I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, that's a long time. Let's see, late 1960s. That's what Michelle said. And let me see what's next color, because I don't remember. Let's see the next color. After this, I think I'm back to the rust. Purple, mustard, bronze, mustard, rust, green. Yep, I did the green, mustard. Oh, and then camel. Okay, so I'm doing camel again. Okay. Maybe I will do the camel now. Let's do the camel. So back to camel. Here we go. Yeah, I think I was only supposed to do 8 rows, and I think I did 8. So let's go. Go to the camel. Do some camel. This is pretty though. I do like these colors. They're kind of muted. They're bright but muted at the same time. So let's see. Grab this. Hold on. Big twist. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about the big twist now? Apparently Michael's bought the big twist and some of the other Joanne properties, they say. And it was on their website. And a lot of the crochet people were talking about it today. And I went, what? But see, last time Michael's bought out AC Moore, they uh, discontinued the whole store and all of their things. So I'm not looking forward to them taking over the Joanne stuff, but we'll see. Hopefully they don't, you know, do what they did to AC Moore. Mm-hmm. Don't know if you guys heard that. Oh, Annette said you made so many of those chickens. You did? Ooh. Now, do you have them on now? Are they now? Do you have a channel? Because I haven't gotten a chance to take a look and see what you got going there, or have you like donated those? Yeah, those chickens are cool. I love them, even though it's the weirdest thing to make, but I love them. Not weird, but it's just different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, there's a group on Facebook. I just joined them to make some. So I was just looking at the different colors people are using. It's kind of interesting. Why? I'm definitely gonna have to make one. That's on the list. So, and I have all the homespun, so I should be in good shape. And it goes fast with the homespun. Let's see. Yep. So you've made so many. That is hilarious. Let me pull some of this yarn out. That is funny. Yep. I made a little small one. I've made a small amigurumi chicken, like one that only. They have one that does a granny square. That's really cute. And I did that, and that was done in like 5 seconds. That was pretty good. You just sew it, put a little eyes on it. But the emotional support chicken is gorgeous. I like it knitted better though. They have a crochet version, but the knitted one is kind of. I'm feeling that one more. But you can do either one. But there's a tutorial on YouTube for it. If you guys, I know the knitted one is there. I don't know about the crocheted one, but yeah. Let's see. You have one skein of homespun. It's white. Oh, that would be pretty. I forget how much she used. Now she did different colors. So she had a dark, sort of a charcoaly one, and then she had a kind of brownish one, and it really came out pretty. And I tell you, I said, "Oh, she made me want to make one because she made one last year. That was I forget what it was like browns. This one she did browns and grays and blacks. And that came out nice. But I saw on the Facebook group some of the people have blues and purples. Like they're doing all kinds of weird colors. But it's nice. It really came out nice. So I'm kind of digging that. Let's see. Oh, you haven't tried the knitted one. Okay. Yeah, Renee's saying only one skein. I think you might need two. Because I think she used see the ones that we got this donation of free yarn. Some lady had passed away and her husband brought it into my friend's yarn group. And I have pictures of it. I keep forgetting to post these pictures because it's crazy. But I'm going to make a little short and post some pictures on my community tab so you can see the shenanigans that this woman was working with. She had homespun in every color, just about. She didn't have red, but she had almost every color but red. She had black, yellow, blue, charcoal gray, and greens. I just stopped counting, so I'm turning again. And I said, "Look at this yarn. It's crazy." So if you want to see, I'm going to show you this crazy yarn haul or yarn donation. It was insane. But I haven't edited it yet because I just snapped some photos. So you got to see this. You're gonna fall off your chair when you see this. All right, I'm gonna cut this off here. But yeah, she she was like, we we're yarn hoarders. She made us look like beginners, amateurs. she was like, she was such a yarn hoarder. I mean, it was crazy. And she had all these cakes and stuff. Oh my gosh, it was impressive. I was like, woo, I would have loved to have met her. Yeah, she had so much yarn. It was great. But and she loved AC Moore, it was clear. She had mill ends in the bags because AC Moore used to carry those. That was wonderful. Mm-hmm. Yes, being able to see your yarn is so good. Yeah, Renee's doing hers right now. Yep, she's got new cabinets. But yeah, Annette wants to try the knitted one. Yeah, the knitted one is cute. I mean, she knocked it out. And if you do a thicker yarn, it goes real fast. I was surprised at how fast she finished it because she did it in like 3 days. Well, she doesn't work either, but she finished most of it in 3 days. Yeah, and I'm like, whew. And it came out. It's so soft. Like the homespun is amazing. Even though I don't, I'm not a fan of it, but yet I do like it at the same time. It's weird. I have a love hate relationship with that. But the colors are amazing, and they've been making that yarn forever. I don't know how, but she had every color, and people were like, "Ew," and I said, "I love homespun." She even had purple, which I did not pick up. Oops, I just dropped a stitch. I should have picked that up. Shame on me. I didn't pick it up. I don't know if they gave it all away, but anyway, they gave all this yarn away she had, and I took only about 8 skeins, which is really stupid, but I have enough stuff going on. But I tried to like pick out projects that I thought I would actually use because the homespun makes shawls, really nice shawls and ponchos. And then these support chickens come out beautifully with that too. Yep. Yep, yep. So Renee, that's cool. Yeah, so she just bought those. Those are amazing. Yeah. We thought about getting an armoire. You know how, remember a few years ago, people were doing their craft storage in armoires? I thought that was a good idea, but I just never did it, you know? Let's see. Yep. I guess chat's not moving. But anyway, see some people. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully this will, at least I'm getting this done. And I feel like I'm getting a little videoing done. So this is awesome. And, yeah, we'll figure out next week. I have to go, looking in my stash to do the pig in the dress. I can't remember what colors. Do you remember what colors those were in there, Renee? I know pink for the pig. I don't remember what color that dress was. I mean, not that it matters, but just have to see what colors we need. I don't even know if I have the right pink either. Oh, well, actually, I do. I do. I have a good pink color for a pig. I have a good pig color. Actually, let's see. Oh, it has a series called Billy. Oh, IKEA has a series called Billy. They are not deep and kind of disappear on the wall with the doors. Oh, okay. So that's Billy, huh? Yeah, I remember that vaguely. Okay. But one skein, I don't know. You might need more. Even though I hate to say go buy more homespun. And you know what's funny? This lady in my group bought homespun. And literally this woman donated all her stuff. And the stuff the woman had bought, she she had, about 20 or 30 skeins of it. And I said, never ever order homespun because you're going to find it somewhere or somebody will gift it to you. Yeah. She goes, I know. I just thought I should buy it. I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. I said, girl, you got to talk to me. But she bought homespun from Lion Brand. I said, man, I see more of that stuff than you ever know. Yep. So you like the pig? I'm going to make it. Okay. And that's going to make it cool. Yeah, yeah. It's very cute. I think all the amigurumi is cute. I mean, not all, but like 90% of it is really adorable. And the fact that they put clothes on it is, for me, cracks me up, actually. Yeah, pig with the outfit. Well, anything wearing an outfit is kind of funny. Because I don't know if you guys have seen like Boyd's Bears. Remember that people used to collect those? Man, I see those in the thrift store now. Nobody even touches them. And they used to have really cute clothes on those, the Boyd's Bears. I just thought, man, I love those because they would always knit little sweaters for them. And I'm like, man, that is adorable. Even though I never think to do that for myself, but now I guess I'm going to be doing that, making a little dress and sweater for the lady. Let me see. Pink honey, pistachio, teal, green, eucalyptus. Ooh, I gotta see eucalyptus. Do I have that color? And what is close to that color? I have teal. I have, what were the other ones? Pink. Yeah, I got pink. I have sort of a honey. Let me see. Teal green, eucalyptus, and black. I know I have black for sure. So I'm turning this again. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So I might be okay. It's just the only one is the pistachio. But this could be close. Because I know I'm not going to need that much of this. You know. Pistachio. Okay. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I won't have to buy anything, which is good. Trying to think what else is there. And then the other one that we were looking at was the bear, and that's browns, and which I do have. Browns, black, and I think he had a little sweater on, and I can't remember what color it was. Sweater and pants, but it wasn't anything. It was pretty neutral. I think it was like beige or tan, so I might be okay. So at least I can make those two without having to buy any, which is good. And then, yep. Okay, so Annette's going to join. Oh, good. Well, I hope you come up on the panel with us. I forget how many Jackie can hold. 6, I think. That would be cool if we all do that together. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so I think I'm going to finish this row. And then I'm going to shut it down. Yeah, this is good. So at least I got going. Thanks for keeping me company, everybody. And what's next on the agenda? I think Jackie's off tomorrow. I think Charlotte comes on tomorrow. Hopefully. And you do sound a lot better. Yeah. Nice. This is cool. Like the colors. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be ready. I think I'm ready. So I'm ready for the next 2. Then we'll figure out what we do after that. But there's so many nice free patterns, for all these amigurumi, which I had no idea. And there's a bunch on YouTube too. Yeah, the hobby website and the Yarn Inspirations. And I think Premier's got some too. Yeah. And then I think where else? And then you can get those. There's a lot of books. When is the pig due? Oh, there's no. I don't think we're sort of trying to be no pressure, but we're gonna start it next week, I guess. No, it won't be next Friday. It might be 2 Fridays from now, because Jackie said she's going on vacation. Now I might have the dates wrong, but I know she's going on vacation. She probably won't be around the one day, but you can get the pattern from Hobby, and But we'll always like meet up and do it. Yep. And Renee said, and Renee's going away too. Yep. So the two of them are going away. But yeah, you can take a look at the pattern and just check your yarn, see what you got. And it's so cute. All these are really cute patterns. Like I'm loving all the patterns. And it's nice if you don't want to necessarily buy a pattern. They're it's amazing that they're all free and most of them are okay. Like they're not bad. I'm kind of digging the patterns. Yep. But no hurry. Yeah, I would say no hurry. But I don't think it's going to take you long to do it though, because it doesn't look very. I don't know what the size of that is, but it looks pretty small to me, and it's not wide around. You know what I mean? It's on the thinner side of most amigurumi that I see. Little skinny thing. Oh, let's see. Okay, so Jackie said, no, I'm not going until, next month. Okay, you'll be here on Friday. Okay, good. I thought you said this Friday, but you did say July. Now, see, I'm speeding through. Speeding through. I know. I can't believe it. Yeah, I shouldn't speed. All right, so then we'll be doing the pig next week. Well, at least we'll start it, right? And work through any of the bugs, next week while we're together. I don't think there's going to be any bugs, but we'll see. But anyway, here's the scarf. It's growing, and we'll just keep going. Like I said, I'll probably won't finish this until like August, maybe. Yep, which is fine because before you know it, it'll be September and it'll be chilly. Yeah. So there it is. Doctor Who's growing. All right now. Oh, good. Okay, awesome. So anyway, well, thank you all so much for coming. Peace and love, and I appreciate the support of everybody coming in. And yeah, there we go. Let's see, anybody else? Oh, it's 8.6 inches. That's pretty tall, though. But he's pretty skinny, right? Or she? Yeah, I thought around the middle she was kind of small. So I thought that wasn't bad. Yeah, just start it, no rush. Yep, that's what Jackie's saying. Yeah, that's what we always say. Don't rush because we want this to be fun, right? The whole idea is to be fun and make sure that. And then if we have any problems, like when we did the cow, if anybody hit any snags, we could talk it through. So that was really nice getting together and kind of doing that. Yep. Oh, thanks, Renee. Yeah, thanks for spending time with us. Well, thanks for spending time with me. And also, here we go. Think positive, be positive. Yes. There we go. Think positive, be positive. We'll keep that going. That's our group. Yeah, we're really trying to stay there. But we're trying to have fun and like, get more people into doing fiber arts especially. Yes. And Jackie saying red face heart shape. I love it. Thank you for the hearts. And yeah, Annette saying, "Oh, that's great." Oh, is that MDL? Uh-oh. Let's see. It's been fun. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. You too. And MDL said, "Hiya, sweetie. Popping in to leave a thumbie. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbies. They're all good." Let's see. Mostly just hang out with friends. That's what Renee's going to be doing. That's good. And Jackie saying, "Yes, it needs to be fun." Yeah, that's the whole idea of doing these amigurumi and actually doing any of this arts and crafts stuff. You want it to be fun. And if it's not, then you got to move on to another project. And that's okay. You know what I mean? But we really, like I said, I kind of knit in between my crocheting. I haven't done anything big, but when I do those blankets, I always have to kind of take a little bit of a break in between and do those. And it saves my hands a little bit, which is good. But I do enjoy. I've been doing this, like I said, crocheting for about 10 years. Like almost not every day, but almost every day. And that's probably a little obsessive. So I'm trying to keep an eye on all this stuff and maintain the balance. And that's the evil plan. But yeah, it is good morning, Annette. That's correct. Oh, okay, no problem. No, you're fine, Michael. You have a life. But I appreciate the fact that you came in. You don't have to apologize. So he said, "Sorry, I missed the live. We'll watch the replay." Yeah, check it out. Yeah, we're just chit chatting. And this is the Doctor Who scarf. I'm still building on it, and so hopefully, He'll keep going. It's about 2 feet long now. It's a little bit under 2 feet, about 18 inches long. And it's cool. Yeah, but anyway, but thanks for the support. We always appreciate you. And peace and love, and we'll see you all soon on the YouTube streets. And who's on tomorrow? I think Gulf Coast Granny might be on tomorrow. And I don't know who else is. Let's see. I can't remember. But anyway, check out the other people. And let's all support each other, and whenever you can. I mean, no pressure. This here's the whole thing. Um it's just good to support people when you can, and even if you just pop in and say, hey, that always all that every little bit helps, you know what I mean? We love it. All right, well, thank you so much. We'll see you guys soon. Peace and love. I'm doing the backward wave. Peace and love. There you go. All right. Take care. Good night. And we'll see you soon. Bye bye.